Hello, my name is Lucas and I am 15 years old and live in France. I am currently studying IGCSE Modern History with Wolsey Hall. Materials required. For today's experiment, you will need an assortment of H2O molecules brought to a low boil at sea level temperature, a cylindrical siliceous oxide container, a porous sachet containing a medley of herbaceous matter, namely a tea bag. Your full attention is required to follow this intricate procedure. This is our experiment.
Now, I can already hear you asking me what this has to do with space. But before diving into the really hard science of all of this, let's just look at the logistics of getting a cup of tea to space. It's not as easy as you might think, and it starts right here on Earth. Our tea bag is placed in a small aluminium pouch, which then has to be sent up in a rocket to the International Space Station. The astronaut can then enjoy his tea with some hot water.
It's just a small cuppa for an Earthling, but a giant feat of engineering for a thirsty astronaut. Thanks, Houston.
Now for the science. By boiling the tea leaves, you break down chemical bonds, which will then release molecules that are very good for the astronaut's health. They can prevent cancer, for example, which is a high risk for long missions in space. Indeed, the astronaut will be subject to unprecedented amounts of radiation when travelling, for example, from the Earth to Mars. Also, to understand how your tea is being brewed, you must grasp fluid dynamics. So fluid dynamics are very complicated, so we won't delve too deeply right now, but it is interesting to see how they come into spaceflight. So for example, with fluid dynamics, you can anticipate how bodily fluids are going to circulate in an astronaut to keep him healthy. Also, it allows you to synthesize fuel or other substances on other planets, which would be greatly necessary if we want to pursue our quest for the solar system.
I hope you have enjoyed today's experiment and have learnt something. And don't forget, it is advised to sample the solution.